prosecutes cases or tries cases knows there's never a sure thing with a jury. And that's the difficult aspect of being a prosecutor. You have to convince 12 people beyond a reasonable doubt. And all 12 have to agree. It has to be unanimous.
The jury deliberated for a week, then 2 weeks. The media coverage intensified as the deliberations stretched into their 3rd week. The prosecutors became increasingly concerned that the jury was having difficulty making a decision. This was not a good sign for the prosecution, who knew their case was mostly circumstantial. If the jury demanded strong physical evidence linking Ng to the crimes in order to deliver a guilty verdict, then Charles Ng might go free. As time dragged on, all the prosecution could do was wait. On February 24, 1999, after 3 weeks of waiting, the jury informed the judge they had reached a decision. The prosecutors had called approximately 75 witnesses and presented about 200 pieces of evidence to prove the charges against Charles Ng. All that evidence was now in the hands of the jury.
Has the jury reached its verdict?
We are deadlocked. We are deadlocked on one count.
Would the defendant rise and face the jury, please? Read your verdict.
We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Charles Ng, guilty of the murder of Sean Dobbs as charged in count 1.
The jury found Charles Ng guilty of 11 counts of first-degree murder. They could not come to a conclusion on the death of Paul Cosner. They did not feel they had enough evidence to convict. Charles Ng was sentenced to death. For the prosecution, the long ordeal was finally over.
And I was just happy for the people of Calaveras County that finally Mr. Ng was found guilty of these murders after so many years. I'm proud of the fact that I was the district attorney at the time and prosecuted Charles Ng, and I was in essence the last person standing from Calaveras County after all of these years.
With a final cost of over $20 million, the longest and most expensive criminal case in California history came to a close. For 13 years, the prosecution never wavered in their pursuit of justice. Charles Ng now sits on California's death row.